Hey guys, so in this video we are going to talk about direct variation, which is also called, let me find my pen, proportional relationships. So direct variation, aka proportional relationships. That's kind of cool how it glows like that. Okay. So, pause it if you need it. So up here on the table section, we're going to look at a direct variation between two quantities is a relationship in which a ratio of the quantity to the other is constant. Okay? Constant. We're looking at y equals kx or y equals mx. That m is slope. Okay? This k is called the constant of proportionality. Notice we just wrote proportional. Proportionality. Constant of proportionality. See how all these words work together. Okay? So, just like we found slope yesterday, we're going to look at these tables to see if between each of these points, it's the same slope between all the points. And if it is, then we're good. So we've got 1, 1, 1, 2. That might be okay, it might not. So we've got 6, 6, 6, and 12. Remember, y over x. So 12 over 2 is still 6. 6 over 1 is 6. So my k equals 6. I'm okay. Okay? I'm going to skip over b. You can do that one on your own. Look here at this one. Okay, my difference here from 6 to negative 12. That is negative 18. Okay, and I'm going to do this one right here. 120 to 140 is 20 and 60, that's 80. Okay, that doesn't matter that they're not the same. As long as they divide out, we're okay. So right here, 0.4 to 0.8, that is 0.4. And right here, 8 to negative 4, that would be 8 and 4 is 12. Yeah, okay. So, is 80 divided by 0.4 the same as negative 18 over 12? No. So this one right here gets a no. This one is not constant. If you plot these, they are all over the place. Okay? You can do this one on your own as well. I wanted to give you an example of a yes, nice and pretty, and a no, just holy goodness, we don't know what's going on. Okay? With an equation, okay, here is this equation, y equals kx. We can write y equals mx if you like. Okay. Direct variation can be written as an equation in the form of y equals kx. Yes, I'm going to say it a dozen times. Where k represents the constant of variation. Okay. How things are varying, how things are changing. If it's constant and it's the same change every time, that's good. It's also known as the constant of proportionality. That's really squishy in there. Good luck. So if it's proportional, then that's what we want to see. Okay? So, if it represents a direct variation, so there's nothing extra. So it's got to look like this. Nothing extra. Does this one match this one? Why, yes. Yes, it does. So my k equals 6. This one here, we have an extra negative 1. Does it represent a direct variation? No. No, it does not. How about this one? K equals 1/2. Fractions are fine. We love fractions. This one here, you're going to want to say no, because there's a 3. That doesn't matter, because we can solve for y. Okay, y equals 6 over 3, 2x. So that means that k equals 2. See how we did that? Don't tell me k equals 6, because that's silly. Okay, same thing here. Remember, there's a sneaky ninja 1 right there. So if I divide by 5, I get y equals 1/5 x. So k equals 1/5. Okay, this one's a little harder, but you can do this. Plus 15x. That whole thing needs to go away. Plus 15x. Now, I've got 5y equals 15x. Oh, excuse me. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. Y equals 3x. So my k equals, yes, you're right, 3. All right, last one. Let's see here. So I've got 9x. Okay, 6 needs to go away because I need y by itself. Minus 6 minus 6. I get 3y equals 9x minus 6. Ooh. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. I get y equals 3x minus 2. Well, I've got extra stuff. So this one, after all that work, is still a no. Okay? You're looking for one-step equations. Y equals coefficient and x. That's it. Okay? Here's my favorite fun and easy way. Ta-da! Where must it go through? Oopsie, sorry. Yes, absolutely, it must go through the origin. Oops, I think I gave it away. Okay? It is always, 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 always a line that goes through, or, I'm going to spell it wrong, through the origin. Okay? So, I'm not going to graph all these because you guys wanted a short video, but when I graph 3x, remember, that is the same as 3 over 1. Rise over run. So I can start here because it's proportional. It has direct variation, so that means it goes through the origin. So I know one of its points is right here. So now I can rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and go over 1. 1, 2, 3, and over 1. Ta-da! Just like that. Okay, look at this one. I can start here for the same reason. I have a rise of negative 1. Negative 1. I went down. And I run 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now you're like, well, how do I go the other way? Okay, no problem. So I go up 1, but I go the opposite way. Okay, see how I did that? We're going to connect those. It's not as pretty. It's a little awkward. Kind of like me. Okay, a little awkward, a little weird. Math is cool. All right. So let's do divide by 3. We get y equals 2/3 x. Okay, we can start right here. Up to 1, 2, 3 over 3. See how fractions are so amazing? We love fractions. Okay, so down 2, but over 3. Okay, I'm not going to do that one. And we're not going to do this one. Oh, yeah, no, we can do this one. Write an equation for the direct variation graph below. No problem. So my y-intercept is 0, so I'm not going to have anything added on the end. I know I've got y equals. I know I'm going to have an x. Let's see, I got to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a 5, and I go over 2. Ta-da, we're done. Okay? Get ready for your quiz tomorrow. See you at Greenback night tonight.